wooden leg, a giant general. And soldiers executed the exact moment the American flag rose over Mexico City. This wasn't just a war. It was the conflict that changed North America forever. A war that turned the United States into a rising superpower and took away half of Mexico's land. This is the story of the Mexican-American War. In the early 1800s, Texas belonged to Mexico. The land was huge, mostly empty, and difficult to control. So Mexico allowed American settlers to move there. Thousands arrived. But soon, Americans outnumbered the local Mexicans, and many settlers refused to follow Mexican laws. They spoke English, wanted American-style government, and many brought slaves with them. Even though slavery was illegal in Mexico, tensions exploded. In 1836, Texas revolted against Mexico. Then came the legendary Battle of the Alamo. A small group of Texan defenders fought to the death against the Mexican army. Their sacrifice became famous across Texas. Remember the Alamo. Soon after, Sam Houston defeated Mexico's army and captured President Santa Anna. Texas declared independence. Years later, in 1845, the United States annexed Texas. Mexico was furious. But America wanted more than Texas. President James K. Polk wanted California, New Mexico, and the western frontier. When Mexico refused to sell the land, war became inevitable. In 1846, fighting officially began after Mexican troops attacked American soldiers near the disputed border. American forces quickly gained the advantage using fast-moving cannons called flying artillery. Then General Winfield Scott launched a bold invasion toward Mexico City. Meanwhile, Santa Anna returned once again to defend Mexico. But American artillery crushed his army. During one retreat, Santa Anna escaped so quickly that he left behind his wooden leg. One of the darkest chapters of the war involved Irish soldiers fighting in the American army. Many faced discrimination because they were Catholic. Mexico promised them acceptance. Hundreds switched sides and formed the St. Patrick's Battalion. They fought fiercely for Mexico. Eventually, American forces captured Chapultepec Castle and entered Mexico City. Nearby, captured members of the St. Patrick's Battalion were executed the moment the American flag rose above the fortress. In 1848, the war ended with the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. Mexico lost over half of its territory, including California, Arizona, and New Mexico. And the soldiers who fought together in this war would later become enemies during the American Civil War. History never truly ends. It only creates the next conflict.